Hello, I'm Finola from RaaS, and today we're focusing on B2B wagering integrity platform, BetMakers Technology Group, ASX ticker BET. Joining me is the newly appointed CEO, Jake Henson, and co-founder of the company's new Chief Growth Officer, Todd Buckingham. Welcome, Jake and Todd, and congratulations on your new roles.
Thanks, Finola.
Thanks, Finola.
We've had a big announcement today of the change of the business. Matt Davey, your largest shareholder, has come back as executive chairman and president, and Jake, you're stepping up to the CEO role, and Todd, you're taking on chief growth officer role. Can you take us through the decision to change leadership and the background behind this?
Yeah. Look, we had a strategic review of the business at the back end of last year. We're always looking at where we can improve and what we can do, and we see some good opportunities in BetMakers. Obviously, we've done a lot of work. We've got an existing business now in our platform and managed trading services business that's proven itself in the Australian market. We've signed some really good deals, and we see that as a core underlying business. And the second part is obviously our blue sky opportunities, which is our international play. Fixed odds into the US market and other global markets as well, but then leveraging the existing network of our business and in terms of the global tote hub, which we announced today, and getting those customers from a global reach and putting them into a network, into that network effect for global pooling. And so we see the business in two areas. One, it's establish itself in the Australian market, and we really need to put it into a scale-up mode where we can streamline our business and then obviously leverage that into the global markets. And then secondly is our blue sky opportunities. So when we sat down and worked out who was best in the business to be able to run those divisions, that's how we decided that Jake would take over the operations of the existing core business, and I would concentrate more on the blue sky opportunities and unlocking those international opportunities for us.
And Jake, as the new CEO of BetMakers, what do you see as your strategic priorities for 2023, and how do you want to position the business beyond this year?
Yeah, I think a key theme that came out obviously in conversations today was around that operating leverage and the size we're at now at around about 100 million revenue with cash at the bank and no debt. We really should be able to start to flex some of that operating leverage. And I think number one, the flag to the market was around also pushing back towards that operational cash flow positive position by the end of the half. They're two major themes. Obviously, the value of cash, I think particularly in the growth and tech stock space, is probably at the highest it's been for quite some time. So our discipline, I guess, and our ability to preserve and make sure we deploy it in the right manner going forward is heightened. So working really closely with Matt and the board to make sure that all the executive team have a pretty, I guess, tight handle on that side of things, and making sure we're making the right decisions and deploying it responsibly in the current market. And from a business growth perspective, it's really about streamlining a lot of the practices we've been building. And we've gone through a period of growth and then a period of building to support the next wave of growth. And we're going to take all those learnings from that process to make sure that the next period's as smooth as it could possibly be. So I think that's the key thing for me anyway, and my focus area for the next sort of 6 to 12 months.
And Todd, BetMakers has played a pivotal role in setting the agenda for fixed odds horse racing in the US, and this is where the blue sky opportunity has been for the business. When should investors see the benefit of this focus?
Look, I think that's why I'm moving into the role that I am. We've seen these opportunities create, but we haven't executed on that in a timely manner. We've made the decision that we want to execute. We haven't got an infinite timeline. We want to make sure if these opportunities create, then we want to be able to execute on them. And so that'll be my main focus for the next 6 months in particular. We've just launched into the Jamaican market as well through our Caymanas Bets partnership. So there's a couple of jurisdictions there where we've got our foot in the door and opened up the market, and now it's a matter of getting the most out of that. The first step will be launching our digital products, the mobile and web applications. And so we go from being, in New Jersey, we've got, betting on Monmouth Park at Monmouth Park at the moment, where we want to open that up so that anyone from New Jersey that wants to bet online can bet on anywhere in the world. And the same in Jamaica. So if you're in, rather than just betting on Caymanas Park at Caymanas Park, we want to open that up so you can, anyone in the Caribbean can bet on fixed odds betting on horse racing from anywhere in the world. So we want to execute that digital platform in the next sort of 3 to 6 months, and then it's obviously then to the next opportunity. So that'll be our focus for the early part of the year.
And Todd, beyond the US, Bet has secured a significant position as a tote operator in a number of countries, particularly in Northern Europe. Can you talk about the growth opportunity for the company from this position?
Yeah, the Global Tote Hub, which is a licensed B2B tote in Albany. We have a range of tote customers all around the world, probably the most deployed tote system in the world. Those customers, the reason we created the Global Tote Hub in Albany was to be able to connect those customers together. And so we can deliver content from different jurisdictions, whether that is the North American market, the Australian market, the European markets, but create that so we can create an international pool where all of our existing clients can access those pools and hook in. So we're creating a network effect from all of our customers that we currently got.
And Jake, where do you see BetMakers in 2 to 3 years' time?
I think BetMakers will be a critical partner in the global wagering space. Obviously, our mission is to help our customers facilitate the responsible and sustainable growth of wagering, and we do that obviously through our technology solutions. A key focus for us will be being at the forefront of the digital and market transition that our racetrack and industry partners are going through, be that movement to off-track betting, but also then facilitating everything that comes with enhanced scrutiny around KYC, AML, and all the other parts of their business that are now becoming very important parts, and our technology needs to play its part in making those problems as turnkey as possible and helping them stay at one with the moving regulations. And I think for us it's about deploying the technology as quickly as we can to solve those problems. Digital platforms, managed trading solutions and fixed odds, international pooling and commingling, these are the key themes, but it's really just about being there at the forefront with our partners as they go through these challenges and making sure that we've got the product and the solution on the shelf to make that challenge as smooth and as efficient as it can be for them.
Well, thank you both for joining me today. I'm looking forward to catching up with you through the course of FY23 to check on BetMakers' progress.